with the Chatham Journal. I'm out here with Shari Becker. Her husband Noah is out busy, and we're at their Blueberry farm, abandoned...
Wild abandoned farm.
Wild. It's not just... It's wild abandoned farms.
Okay.
And tell me the story of how this started.
Yeah, so funny enough, we used to live in a subdivision with an HOA. My husband was looking for some land and just to kind of have some space of our own. And we happened upon this property thanks to some friends of ours who are actually our neighbors now. And they told us about this property being available. But as luck would have it, I had just stepped away from my last job, was looking for a little bit of transition, trying to look for something different for my career. And when this became available, we were just like, we have to do something. And it didn't make the most sense for me to jump into a new property, having just left my job.
Right.
But it was an opportunity we couldn't step away from, and so we jumped into it with Wild Abandon. So here we are.
How'd you come up with the name Wild Abandon?
I used to do marketing and branding, and so some friends of ours got together, and when I told them the story about coming into this, not really having a plan, they're like, you did it with Wild Abandon. So here we are. Yep.
That's interesting. Yeah. Now, this was formerly a horse farm, is that not correct?
That's right. It used to be a horse farm. We tried to have some horses here on the property. Some friends were boarding. But ultimately we knew that we wanted to put the land into production. And so we looked at a couple of different options, and Blueberries is where we landed. It's something that we had some luck with at our last neighborhood growing. Our kids at the time really enjoyed them, and we thought this would be a nice opportunity to do something productive and use it as an opportunity to connect with our community as well.
What were some of the options you turned down?
We looked at hemp.
Okay.
And we looked at hops. Both of those are very labor intensive, capital intensive. And on the hemp side of things, if we screwed things up, we could have lost the entire crop.
Gotcha.
So, and then hops, you just have to have a lot of big equipment to do that.
So when did the first idea come up with the blueberries? What year?
Gosh, we moved in about 9 years ago, so probably 8 years ago.
All right, and the process of actually starting the planting, how can you give us a little bit of information on that?
Yeah, I'd love to give a huge shout out to the Chatham Cooperative Extension. We worked with Debbie Roos, the agent there.
Oh, everybody in the county knows Debbie. Yeah, she's into this kind of stuff.
She is, and she encouraged us to go to some blueberry workshops with Bill Klein. And so we went over to Howard Farm, learned a little bit about their production there, attended a pruning seminar there, and really got some inspiration for how they did things. Noah did a great job of researching just kind of and planning out how to put in the rows, how to amend the soil. We got everything ready. We bought 230 plants from a nursery out east in Bailey, North Carolina. And then we had a big planting party, and a group of about 50 friends came over and helped us to dig little holes and plant each of these bushes. So that took place about 8 years ago. We opened up to the public during COVID. We didn't open up fully in 2020. But we did open up to close friends and family so that they could come out and gather and pick berries at the same time.
So it took about 3 years for it to get to the point where you actually could start picking.
Correct.
And you started with friends picking the blueberries.
That's right. So for the folks at home who might have berry bushes of their own, don't give up on them. It takes about 3 to 5 years for those to establish.
Okay. So out of those, you said 230? How many are viable and thriving for you?
Oh my gosh, all of them are.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so they've all like really done well. And you can see that we have some new growth coming off as well. Like this is some new growth here.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of, we'll prune that out in the winter and transplant that. We do put them into buckets for folks who might want to buy them. And take them home. So we have customers that come back each year and they're like, hey, I really like, the Yadkin variety. I really like the Onslow variety. Can I get some of those? And so we'll put those in a bucket and they can take them home and plant them as well.
So yeah, you don't want them. I guess you don't want them overgrowing.
That's right. Yeah. The secret to blueberry health and good production, good berries that aren't like small and seedy, is the pruning process. And so we try to tidy up, keep the growth kind of concentrated and going upright. So anything that is not is outside of that vicinity, growing sideways, we'll take that out and hopefully be able to repurpose that elsewhere.
All right. Well, my Cheryl is out there. My wife is out there
Yes.
picking blueberries. And one of the things when we first showed up is you were talking about what blueberries to look for, and you said the
right.
blueberries you buy in the store don't have this on them. But you're saying when you come out here to your farm, what does somebody who's picking blueberries need to look for?
Right. So a lot of times, obviously it's a blueberry, so you want to go for the blue ones. But what we're also
So you don't want to go for
That's
these
right.
right
You
there.
don't want the pink ones. They're really cute for the young kids like those. But I tell them that you don't want the little ones. You want the big berries.
All right.
You want them to be blue, and you actually want to look for some of that powdery coating. You don't see that powdery coating on the blueberries.
So this one's got.
That's right.
Okay, so you can actually, when you brush. Oh,
Oh,
I
we
dropped the
lost it,
blueberry.
but it's
Did I
okay.
just buy that blueberry?
You just bought it.
Okay.
No. But it is, that powdery coating isn't normally there by the time you see it at the grocery store because it's been handled.
Right.
So when you come out to pick, look for a little bit of that powdery coating. It tells you that that blueberry is ready.
All right, and we were talking earlier with you and Noah, and your season runs through when?
So the season typically starts late June and goes until late July, early August. So we'll probably be open that first weekend in August up until that point.
All right, so, and it looks like you've got plenty of berries out here. And do these ones, again, I'm going to ask a silly question, do these ones that aren't blue eventually turn blue?
They will. They will eventually turn blue. We actually did have a client this year. We work with the awesome folks at Kingfisher in Durham, and they actually asked for the green berries. And what they ended up doing was taking those green berries, pickling them and turning them into olives. And
Wait a minute, turning blueberries into olives?
Yes, the green berries into olives. And they paired it with a green garlic that was harvested from another farm and made a green garlic martini out of that.
Holy cow, did you get to taste that green whatever, martini?
Green garlic martini, not yet, but we'll be up in Durham this coming Friday and we'll make a stop by Kingfisher and have a taste there.
That's interesting. Now, I haven't heard that ever done. Now, when we were coming up the aisles, you've got, what, 7 different rows?
Yes, 7 different varieties and 7 different rows.
Okay, how'd you decide on what varieties you want to go with?
So, again, Noah is our researcher. So, he wanted to make sure that we had a long season, as long as possible. And so the first row is going to be the first variety that ripens up. So we started out with the Premier, and each row ripens at a different pace, so that this row back here is our latest ripening row.
All right, so is this like the best row, or is it just...
They're all different. So they all have a different taste. There's really not the best. I think some folks have their favorites. My personal favorite is row 3. That's where we have the powder blues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're they get to a good size. They're nice and sweet, but not too sweet, in my opinion. But then our friend is a big fan of row 5, and he just thinks that tastes like a true blueberry.
All right. So actually, the other thing you mentioned to my wife is when you're picking these, you told her to do what before she started picking?
We encourage you to taste the berries as well.
All right.
Go ahead and
So you would just pick
just
one off.
pluck it off, taste it, see if you like it, and if you like it, grab more of those berries.
I like that one, but the thing is, I guess you would have to compare your rows to figure out which one you like the best.
That's right. And honestly, most people end up just kind of mixing everything together. But we do have some diehards who will stick to just one row.
All right. And your favorite row is row 3.
Row 3.
All right. Anything else folks need to know about what you're doing out here at a wild abandoned farm?
I think, this is really a space for us to invite friends, neighbors to come out and really enjoy Chatham County. it gives you that space to enjoy the fruits of our labor, but also for us to share a little bit about the friends that we have here in our community too. You know, folks from the Root Cellar, the Beagle, West End Kitchen, Angelina's Kitchen when she was open. They were great supporters of us, and the fact that they're looking to help support Chatham County farmers. I just want to be able to spread their name around too, and show our support of them as well.
You mentioned that blueberry garlic martini. Blueberries also, sometimes the breweries put them in their beer?
They do. Thirsty Skull actually
oh,
did
really?
that with our blueberries a couple of years ago.
Okay, so there's all those different options.
Yep.
What's put the biggest smile on your face about this wild abandoned farm venture?
The kids. Seeing all the kids on the farm, it's been so amazing. Just seeing them run out and just run up to the bushes and pluck them and pop them into their mouths, and their eyes just lighting up, their faces just lighting up, and they're like, that's so good. And hearing from their parents that they actually don't really eat a lot of fruit. And so just kind of seeing them, and we have a lot of repeat visitors that come out. So being able to see the kids grow and just having conversations with them, and, you know.
So you've gone from seeing
Yes.
kids like this to a little bit bigger.
Absolutely, and they're starting to get taller than me, which isn't hard to accomplish, but yes.
I was going to say, Shari, really, that isn't that hard to accomplish.
Yeah.
All right, tell folks where you're located at.
So we are located at 185 Round Top Hill Road in Pittsboro. We are just 5 miles west of downtown Pittsboro.
And you do have a Facebook page.
We do. We're on Facebook and Instagram, and that's where we post our updates on hours. We're typically open Saturdays and Sundays during the season from 8 to 12. And if there's rain or any sort of issue with us being open, that's where we'll post and make our updates.
Okay, the other thing you mentioned in that short video we did later is you're wearing boots.
Rain boots, yeah.
So I'm actually not wearing any right now, but you do recommend that folks might want to wear some rain boots.
We do. Just with the summer being so hot and humid, we do miss the plants as well. But the grass is wet, and so we just want you to be comfortable. So rain boots is probably going to be best. Otherwise, you walk out with soggy feet. Gotcha.
And you know, you mentioned misting, so I noticed you've got.
Yep. So that's our irrigation. So they mist and they actually drip onto the bushes. So we have that going automated as well. Though with all the rain that we've been receiving lately, we haven't really had to use those.
All right, folks. So Shari's told you about the varieties you have there. So if you can't find a variety that you like out of 7 rows,
that's right.
That's a you problem, not a Shari or me problem. So folks, you need to come out here. I appreciate Shari telling us about this hidden treasure here in Chatham County. Bring your kids. You're fine with kids.
Absolutely.
Put a smile on Shari's face and bring your kids out here and let them pop a fresh blueberry in the mouth and just have a joyous experience. Shari, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.